Hey guys, and today I will be playing Luigi's Mansion 1. I'm just gonna erase this test file I had for the video, since I'm just gonna start fresh. But yeah, I think this game still holds up really well nowadays. I am so glad it's on NSO since we now have all three. Well, not all three, because there's actually 4 Luigi's Mansion games. There's also actually, there's also the arcade game. So, I mean, we have all 3 mainline Luigi's Mansion games now. Which is nice. I think that it's pretty nice to have them all here. This was honestly, like, I would say all of them are, like, excellent games. I would say this one is tied with 2 for me. There are, like, I feel like this game has, like more like it does some things better than 2, and then I think 2 does other things better. So I think they're about equal, but I like the aesthetics of this game better. I like that is one thing that I'll always
Yeah, I
stand
agree.
by.
I think the style is very unique.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that they would do more of a remake. Weren't you hoping that they'd maybe do that instead?
Yeah, I think like a remake of this game, like in, well, I mean, I guess like 1440p, but like a
They should have done
like
like 1+2. Like they should have done that. Like Luigi's
yeah.
Mansion 1+2, and you know, like you can offer it the same price as like you can do like the same thing as Galaxy 1+2 because you're actually like, you know, there'd be like fully kind of almost remade, right? Like they're not exactly the same games. You put them both. I think they should have just done something like that. I don't know why they had it in this kind of style, but whatever. At least both games are available. And now all
Yeah.
3 games are available on one console, and the 4th game's probably on its way. So
Oh yeah, I would say the 4th game's probably coming out next year. I think that's
it's
like,
probably almost done. It's probably almost done. I would think
yeah.
so, at least.
Yeah, I feel like Next Level Games have had a few years to develop it at this point. I'm just setting up getting the pop-out chat here. Let me read the chat. I think there's a few chats in here. We have Sushi. I've never been to Boston in the fall. We have Marcus, Matthew.
Everyone?
Ultra WarioWare fan. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, like, you can always chat with me on Discord at some point if I do like some kind of, I want to plan that at sometime like Mario Kart or even Scarescraper and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD in Discord. I don't usually let like random people on. I mean, Sir Musty does sometimes. I don't know. Maybe I'll chat with people at some point, but Matthew, you can join the stream. You're definitely, you're kind of a mainstay at this point, but I'm gonna switch over to the other chat room on Discord where Matthew and Marcus are waiting. So I'll kind of switch over there. Hey.
There he is. Hello.
And Anton.
Hello.
Unexpectedly. Yeah, I started a call, guys. Sorry, Cat.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I
Everyone.
saw it now.
And that was
Yeah, because I was gonna let you join the stream anyway, so I just went on Discord to add you, and then I saw that you had the group open there, so I was like, oh, that's convenient. And you're in the one with Anton too, which is it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
I have something fun for Halloween. Reese, do I have your permission to post the fun Kirby cute nice friendly
actually,
thing?
let-
Which one
Let's whip
which
that
one
out.
do you want?
Do the one that you think is the most cursed, and we'll whip that out later in the stream.
Okay. Like 3D or 2D? Which one do you think?
3D. Well, we're playing a 3D
Okay, yeah.
game. You have to do the 3D one.
Okay.
Hey, SSK. But yeah, we're in the Boston building right now. I got like back when I still used Twitter, I made a post about Boston Building, the fact when Boston Building 2 HD released, and they said like, oh, I thought Boston Building was only the Mario Kart track, but no, it's also the games too. They made the games based on the Mario Kart track. I don't care that this game released in 2001, while the track came out in 2005. It's based on the Mario Kart track. Trust me, it's based on the Mario Kart track.
Yeah, right now I'm just drawing for the trailer for my cartoon.
That's cool. Like the
We have one of the
Yeah, Matthew's
Iconic-
Game Land.
we have one of the iconic Boston Building characters, Professor Egad. But honestly, though, I
Remember when
really
played this on the
wish
GameCube?
she appeared in Mario Kart World, like as a playable character. It's a
Yeah,
shame.
like technically speaking, he was going to be in DX. He was going to be in Mario Kart DX.
Oh
but
yeah,
that
yeah,
replaced
he
by
was.
Driver.
Yeah, it's a shame that he never
Why do we
got
have some of
added to
these
Mario
random
Kart.
like enemies in Mario Kart World, and then we have?
To be fair, I do like the random characters. Like I love Pianta
I mean, I
and
like some of them
Cataclac,
too, but some of them are just like, you know, like some of them are just like, why do we not have more like popular characters? I'm not saying we need
Yeah.
like crazy like all these characters, but I mean, it's nice to have characters that not have any at all, but still, it's just kind of weird.
Yeah. Mario gets a world, and Luigi gets an effing house. Then again, oh yeah, I think I missed something.
And
Funny
he gets
how
the cursed house, and you know what? He makes the most of it.
Wait, what's
Funny-
the frame rate this game is in? Is it in 60?
SSK, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it is
No.
something that has to do with the time zone, of course.
Because when you
I thought
like
it
do
was
the
60.
doorknob, it's like really smooth.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
pretty
like
sure it's
I'm
60,
pretty
yeah.
sure it's 60.
Maybe it's just like
Oh hey,
it's
Monty
supposed
the
to be
Goal.
like my game capture thing.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, it
you-
definitely isn't 60.
I see. Wait, I see you were just playing Peak. Mother 3.
Oh my goodness.
Might have those interesting characters where
Yeah.
you could play as a Goomba and some fish. Maybe a Goomba was supposed to be another character, but they forgot to watch the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. I think I
If
have
you're
that
not
on the
watching the
sound-
Super Mario Super Show, you will be turned into a Goomba.
If you're not watching the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, you're gonna turn into a Goomba.
Why do you think Luigi's Mansion takes place in Boston? What's Luigi's Mansion? Like, I mean, yeah, it is. It does have Luigi, and there's a mansion, but like, it's called Boston Building, so I'm just calling it Boston Building. It's based on the Mario
No,
Kart track, even though the
Anton,
Mario
that's
Kart
very
track came out
cursed.
after.
Marcus,
I know. It was
Marcus
completely a
Mansion.
mistake that exists. I wanted the AI to
Hey,
make something
Reese,
creepy, and it
Marcus
went
is
too
basically
far.
the Luigi. Hey Reese, since Marcus is basically the Luigi to your Mario, does that mean that the Marcus equivalent to this would be Marcus Mansion?
No, it would actually be it would be what would be a good place in Malaysia? What city in Malaysia would have a creepy building, Marcus? Because this one takes place in Boston. What would the Malaysian equivalent
Ember
of
Court.
Boston building be?
Ember Court. Ember Court.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That one is actually creepy before that main one's going on.
Hmm.
This one, they said this is the most scariest building in Malaysia. Yeah, this one. Yeah, it looks really horrifying, but Ember Court.
Oh, is that what
Why
you
was
did?
there bakery?
Was that Ember Court?
I made myself.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's the Ember Court before the renovations, because that place is really notorious. They believe that a lot of people taking their own lives over there because of, well, you know, gambling areas, stuff, and there's a lot of myth going on. They thought there's a ghost in it, so yeah.
And when you said taking their lives over there, I thought you meant that in a dark way.
No. It's not that. It's that he asked me about what is the most coolest and scariest place. Yeah, that's Ember Court in the Genting Highlands, around I think about 40 miles away from this city. That one is creepy, but yeah, of course they have been renovated to it, but nothing stops the conspiracy over that area. Lol.
Oh yeah, I heard about the Pac-Man Macy's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
And they're adding Mario.
Yeah,
as
and Mario,
well.
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I accidentally went into the gallery. I forgot how it's been a while since I've played this game.
I was going to play the SpongeBob Titans of the Tide demo because they launched that on the eShop.
Oh, chat. I'm gonna put it on the geography right now because
Yeah. Instead in Luigi has Boston Building. In Marcus, you have Amber Court. Okay, yeah.
The Amber Courtyard.
Yeah, let's go back to the mansion.
Yep.
Also, I think the beta of Luigi's Mansion is really interesting. Like with the Space World 2000 trailer.
And I think the part of that that's remembered the most is the zombie, is whatever the heck happened to Luigi.
Yeah. And I also think it's interesting.
How do I play this game again?
It's also interesting how this game has like a mixture of like the Nintendo 64 designs and GameCube designs. Like Luigi and Toad have like these like super N64-esque like design. Well, they're kind of like they have like a tiny bit of like elements that were translated into their modern designs. But then Mario straight up has his modern design. And then Bowser, like,
yeah, that's kind of weird.
The Bowser costume in the final boss is like the first time Bowser's modern design ever appeared. So, well, to be fair, Mario's modern design also originated from this game, but like the fact that like it was like the creepy like thing where like the head popped off, like since it was a costume, and that's like that was kids like first impression of the modern Bowser design. I feel like if like I could definitely see that if that was kids' first impression of the modern Bowser design, they would just be scarred by it, honestly.
I mean, I'm surprised that nobody was scarred by the design when he was seen in Mario Party. Especially considering which Mario Party was the game where Bowser was like, I think it was 5, right? Like with those minigames like bringing fruit to Bowser,
it was
target thing.
It was like
No, wait, that was Mario Party 7, right?
I know like 4 and 5 had like weird Bowser mini games, but
no, I'm talking about like. No, I think it was actually. No, wait, no, I think it might have actually been 6.
I think the time limit thing was
Hmm.
because it was just a demo. I'm not sure, because it had, like, the clock on it. Like, that fit the game really well. If you're talking about the, clock and the Luigi's Mansion beta.
I wonder, what are you guys' favorite, like, old adaptations of video games? Like, old cartoon or anime adaptations of video games?
I mean,
Also,
there's not enough. I think there
yeah.
should be more. I definitely would like to see more series.
It's from
get,
4.
Um,
It's that mini game is from 4. The best Luigi's Mansion game. I would say, even though I prefer 3, I still love this game. Like, I think, in my opinion, I think all the Luigi's Mansion games are excellent, and I think they're worth going back to. But I would say I would have to say this is like, out of all the games, this one's probably the best aesthetically. Though, I would say 3 is very good aesthetically as well. But yeah, I would say, like,
yeah,
all
this
the...
one has a creepy look to it.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think, like, all the Luigi's Mansion games are, like, at least a 9 out of 10, in my opinion. They're all, like, really good. And I also...
I think
also...
one of my favorite old cartoon adaptations of video games is The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I like that one.
Apparently, there's like a lot of hate going around that cartoon at one point in time.
Well, I mean, there was hate for, like, every old video or cartoon adaptation of a video game at some point, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that's fair.
I wish my McDonald's
I
had a
especially
Nintendo
feel like
64
how
GameCube kiosk.
they tried their. I like how they tried their best to kind of like work with what they have while also making something new. Because like, wasn't the cartoon made around the time where all we had was like Sonic 2 and 1?
Yeah.
I mean, Sonic 1 and 2. So like, all they really had to go off of were from those games. So, and there weren't really that many characters back then. And so they just had to make up a bunch of new ones. And I really do like them. I like them a lot.
Also, I think
Like,
this...
the designs are really like...
I think the sound design in the original Luigi's Mansion is excellent. Honestly, I would say it's definitely some of the... It's one of my favorite, like... Okay, I'm trying to find a good way to phrase this. Like, one of the games with the best sound design, in my opinion. Okay, it's some of the best sound design I've heard in the game. Okay, between this, Pikmin 4, I would say the modern Paper Mario games also have good sound design as well. Specifically, like the Thousand Year Door remake, and also Origami King.
Oh yeah.
But like actually, the original Thousand Year Door has pretty good sound design as well. Because I really like the healing sound effect in the original. I understand why they changed it to be more consistent with the newer games, but I kind of like... I don't know, I kind of like the older sound effect. Like it...
I'm glad stuff like stylish though remains the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can never do that.
The stylish moves?
Yeah, I can never really do that.
Oh no. Yeah. Just look up a guide of the different ones. The most of them are quite easy. It's just some of the ones that with the badges can be a little bit like you have to know what to do with those, but the main ones are quite like once you get used to them, you just do them over and over and over again.
Yeah, I definitely need to learn how to do those.
I want to see Mario...
Definitely,
I want to see Mario 3
a lot
is
of depth to the
great,
game.
but that garbage portrayal of Wendy being worshipped while that amazing Roy portrayal was left to starve is a serious strike against it. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Speaking of Roy, I still need to add... I forgot. I was going to do it earlier today. I'm going to add it soon. I'm going to add it soon, Soshi.
And by the way, Reese, I've been seeing all those edits you've been doing of like the Mario and Luigi covers replacing them with Musty and Morsty.
Yeah, like Musty and Morsty, Palkia Jam, Musty and Morsty, Super Chicanery Saga. Yeah, those are pretty funny. Because it actually started with someone who made Musty and Morsty Demich's Inside Story, and then I started making like more edits like after I saw that. Do it on stream. Maybe I don't want to reveal like any of my
first one really terrifies me.
information about my account though, because the Mario Wiki is like a bit like. Because I'll have to see though. I might like add it like off screen and then show it.
That's the recently repainted Amber Court. Yeah, but
Oh yeah, you have to like wait here.
Man, this is gonna take forever.
Oh wait, there's like. I think Luigi's Mansion 4 might come out next year. Like, I think Next Level Games, that like, they probably would have had enough time to develop it by then. Okay, yeah. Just have to wait a second here. There.
Yeah, as I was gonna say earlier, one of the guys I noticed that Musty has reacted to is Benjamin. I've seen his content a lot before.
Oh yeah.
So, like,
Also, thank you, Sochi, for the super chat. I'm not sure if my dono alerts are working right now. Why do folks call Luigi's Mansion Zooey Mama? That's what you have to reply to. I think that's what you have to reply to someone with if they ask like what Boston building is. From what I remember.
Zooey Mama. Or Zooey Mamma Mia.
Oh yeah, the book Neville was reading is named Mario Story. Yeah, it's a reference to Paper Mario. That's pretty cool.
Mama Luigi.
Mama Luigi.
Oh yeah. You're supposed to reply with Boston building. No, I thought that's what you... I thought that's the reply when someone, like, asks what Boston building is. Yeah, I forgot. It's been a while.
And what's Boston building? Oh, I don't know. Luigi's Mansion?
What's Luigi's Mansion? All I've heard of is Boston building.
Build Boston.
I don't know, but I did the other way around. Yeah, that's just kind of like what I remembered from it.
Welcome to the Boston building. And how may we ruin every single second of your day?
it'd be awesome if Luigi's Mansion, the track, you mean Boston Building, right? From Mario Kart DS comes back when they add separate continent. That would be nice. I think that would be really cool to see that track return. Because in a Mario Kart Tour, it wasn't like it was like.
Did you
Okay.
see the photo of Miyamoto hold Mario, Luigi, Wario, Yoshi, and Donkey Kong plushies and means
It's
Wario
getting
was
very
liked by
hard
Miyamoto?
to figure out how to implement it into this one, is it?
I actually haven't seen that. But thank you for the super chat. You'll have to send it on my Discord server. There we go.
By the way, just out of curiosity, have any of you seen Invader Zim?
I heard of it, but I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, it's a very old Nickelodeon show that can definitely be very mentally scarring.
No.
Like, there are moments. I haven't actually seen episodes of it myself. I just know these because, yeah, I've seen clips of some episodes, and yeah, there are definitely moments where you're questioning, where you're going to question if the show is actually made for children.
It's actually one of the Nickelodeon shows I haven't seen.
Yeah. There's an entire, like, there are moments in the, oh, shoot, what was I trying to say? Yeah, there are moments in the show that actually had to be changed from their original, like, intentions, because Nickelodeon thought it would be going too far in some areas.
Yeah, I think I
And
heard
funny
about
enough,
that.
in the last 14 episodes, the creators of the cartoon decided to sneak in an image of one of the main characters covered in blood and then make it very transparent and put in a single frame in a random spot of each of the 14 episodes. And fans discovered it, but the network didn't find out until the show was already cancelled.
Hmm. Yeah, we had a lot of canceling issues. Or a lot of shows have got cancelled.
Yeah, like, apparently, like, the two main reasons that Zim was cancelled, apparently, was because of two reasons. Yeah, apparently, it was because of, number one, with the constant back and forth between the creator and the network, and also because this show was not cheap to make. There was full-on CGI used in some of the episodes, and the price was astronomical.
Okay.
So that, combined with constant struggles, yeah, they just couldn't do it anymore. Though the series eventually did get a bit of a legacy movie called Enter the Floor Pest on
There we go.
Netflix.
Ah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was it. That was the context. Be the joke.
I did actually try and do an impression of Zim and Gur, two of the main characters of the show, a while back. I tried using some filters to make the impression sound better.
Okay,
Yeah,
now we're
they're-
on the first
They're
boss.
they're kind of rough. So, funnily enough, on the Internet Archive, the actual pitch file for Invader Zim is on there. Down to featuring old designs for characters. It's an even older idea. Like, for example, Gur the Robot, in the final version, his eyes can be either green or red, but in the Pitch Bible, they're blue. They also I'll be back. I'm not. Oh God.
Oh yeah, you have to like avoid them first, and I kind of like this boss theme. There we go.
Ah,
And
yes,
that game has such an
Miyamoto.
interesting soundtrack to it.
Yeah.
Back to what I was saying before, the Pitch Bible, it has some real interesting differences compared to the final show. Which, like, yeah, that tends to happen. Like, Pitch Bibles, pilots, you know, like, things tend to, like, change a lot. One thing that I did actually notice in the Pitch Bible is with Gur's mouth. I always found it kind of weird that whenever it was closed, it looked like it was sewed shut. And as it turns out, in the Pitch Bible, that was the intention. And it originally wasn't supposed to open.
Oh crap, I missed.
I think the
Fighting
first time
the
I saw
average
the
Pokemon
animation-
fans right here. That's true. I'm fighting the average sodium chloride. How did I miss again? I'm fighting the average sodium chloride YouTuber. Nintendine.
Which ghost is it?
The baby.
Oh. For some reason, I thought you were talking about the fat one.
Well, I mean, they kind of
You
also.
know, the one that ate himself
I
to
missed
death.
again. What? My aim is horrible. Oh, I thought I was gonna narrowly miss that, but that's okay. Okay, I guess the strategy is to go like right up against them. You're fighting the average Twitter user. I'm fighting the owner of Twitter. Well, I'm not going to get into it too much, but you know what I mean.
Yep, No, I think we're fighting the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
I am the algorithm.
Whoever created the algorithm.
This is scary. I'm taking a larger cut of the advertising revenue. Sorry. That was a reference to an animation from Element Animation.
How evil
You
is
know, the guys
Madame
behind the
Grape?
Villager News.
How evil is Madame Grape compared to King K. Rool, King Boo, and Bowser? I would say maybe like a little more evil than Bowser on average. But like not as evil as King K. Rool and King Boo. I would definitely, since King Boo has just like a huge grudge. And King K. Rool has a big grudge against Donkey Kong. King Boo has like a big grudge against Luigi. So it's like just the lengths that King K. Rool and King Boo go to, I would say is like a little bigger. They're like a little bigger of a threat, I would say. But then Bowser, I feel like, is more nuanced. There are moments where he is, like, more evil, or some games where he's being possessed, or, some games where he's actually one of the protagonists. Like in the RPG, Super Mario RPG, Origami King. So I think it's, like, Bowser is more nuanced, I would say, while, King K. Rool, King Boo, and Madame Grape really haven't had, like, that chance to, like,
Who is this character comparing these guys to?
I was comparing Madame Grape to King Boo, King K. Rool, and Bowser. Madame Grape is the villain from Princess Peach Showtime.
Oh, are you talking about like the antagonist of Princess Peach Showtime?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. For some reason, I thought you were mispronouncing or misremembering Helen Gravely from like the third of Luigi's Mansion.
No,
I mean,
no,
from
no.
Boston Building 3.
There we go. First 3 portrait ghosts.
We should take Boston Building and push it somewhere else.
Okay. I like that one sprite of Luigi there. I think that looks pretty funny. It almost looks like
Wait,
an
what do you
early
mean
design.
sprite?
Like,
That's
no,
a
no,
model.
no, no. The sprite in when you're saving. One of the few parts where this game does have, like, sprites. Like, I was talking about, like, it was, like, in the menu.
Okay.
Pretty funny how the first Paper Mario game of all things teased this game through Luigi's diary in the house's basement. Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
How did you know?
So I can go through here now.
My family's getting a little bit loud. So, just so you know. Like, they're getting a little bit loud.
I can't really
I don't have my
hear it,
earbuds
though.
in at the moment because those darn things got me in trouble earlier.
Hmm.
And also because, like, whenever I have them on, like, those are the main reasons why I had that audio delay thing. Yeah, I just tend to keep it off during streams now. Well, lest I enrage myself, it's
There we go.
technically my own fault.
Okay, let's go down here. I'm gonna go back in here.
We shall collapse the Boston building. You know, if there were a releasing game that did the Kirby thing of having things be like alliterations, like there should be like a haunted house level called Boston Building.
Well, that would actually
that would be in the
that would be the Shafrillis game, because I stole that joke from him. Actually, no, not joke. I meant that the joke is calling it Luigi's Mansion. Boston Building. I heard about. I learned the fact that it was based on the Mario Kart track from him.
Boston's building. Sorry, Boston, we took your building.
Where did the ghosts go in here?
they go ghost.
Yeah, because I've like touched like every object in this room, and that one blue ghost isn't showing
The
up.
ghosts are going ghost.
Oh yeah, I heard that SMG4 is ending. Yeah, even though I haven't watched SMG4 in like since like 2019, it still is like sad to hear. Let me see what rooms I can go into.
So yeah, I decided to keep my server for Halloween.
Okay, yeah, I think I just I have to clear that room. Okay, let me see if that like reset the locations. This room's a bit strange.
Reese, remember that cartoon I told you about, Matthew's Game Land?
Yes.
The one with the trailer that I'm working on right now?
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you the actual plot of the cartoon itself?
Okay.
So basically, in the future, I hope I'm remembering this right. So in the future, scientists have discovered a form of technology where electric molecules can be used to transform into different molecules. And initially, it was discovered that this could be done to actually create objects. It's kind of like creating a hologram, but instead of it being an illusion of an object that isn't actually there, it's literally creating an object.
Hmm.
And eventually, this led to the discovery of technology called digirealism. And eventually, this led to special devices that could make digirealistic objects. It was also discovered that this can be used to bring fictional characters to life. So of course they started selling digirealistic technology. The way it works is that you put this device thingy around your head and you come up with a thought that it will then use to produce that. Or you can just enter it in from the device or whatever you want. And eventually, someone says this device will actually create that perfectly and can even essentially create new forms of technology. Someone used the device to create a portal device that lets you explore other dimensions. And then someone took that technology, that portal, use it, that portal, the portal machine it is made from, and then used it to create something that lets you make your own dimension. And eventually there's like released almost like some kind of some kind of sandbox game of sorts.
Hmm. That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, and also like digirealism, since this stuff is essential, it can actually allow you to transform your own body, like even to look like a fictional character. You can even basically look at like your own like avatar. So of course, when I got my own hands on this, as you know what I did immediately. I transformed myself into my own avatar.
Okay.
And then I used my digirealism the dimension maker to create Matthew's Game Land. Which is basically like a dimension where Well, it's basically like, I don't really know how to describe it. Like, in the... It's basically kind of like a world where various fictional characters that have been brought to life will be able to live in. Essentially, like, it's my new home. For me, my own characters, and other, as well as just fictional characters.
We have the Ghost Shy Guys now.
My friends Dimitri, I think that's how you pronounce it, and my pal Anthony, they're going to be in the cartoon, and they're still planned to be, but the problem is that after losing communication with them, like with their voices and stuff, unfortunately I won't be able to actually, get them to voice themselves. So like, for the time being, and they're just not going to be in the cartoon right now. So it's just me and my characters, and them and their characters will come when they're able to be in the cartoon. Though, of course, things could change, since, again, the cartoon is still in the works.
There we go. Even if they respawn, they still like keep the same health.
There are actually quite a lot of changes made to Matthew's Gameland, from cut characters to original ideas. There's been cuts, and just a lot of things had to be changed. Like, before Digirealism was a thing, originally it was just going to be like a world inside of a game, like the whole sucked into a video game thing. This had to be changed because if it wasn't, I feel like people would think and this is a ripoff of the you-know-what circus.
Yeah.
I know that sounds dumb, but then again, people call Yokai Watch a Pokemon ripoff. I'm not taking any chances. Besides that, Matthew's Gameland was created,
There we go.
like, before Digital Circus was even, like probably announced. By that point, that's all we have were, like, those little test animations featuring the characters except for Pomni.
King Boo's entire character art in this trilogy can be summed up as him being one of the biggest haters ever when it comes to Nintendo villains, with how he really hates Luigi. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully one day we see. Yeah, yeah.
You've heard of King Boo, but have you heard of Kong Boo?
Or what about King K-Boo?
King Boo rule.
And the game goes.
Oh, Kong of the Boos.
There we go. Okay. Come on. There we go. Good night, Jaden. Okay. I think this game like looks surprisingly good on like the NSO thing here.
Yeah, Luigi. His Mansion does look very good. I actually have never played a Luigi's Mansion game,
You
funnily
haven't?
enough. I mean, a Boston building game.
Yeah.
And build Boston. Now rebuild Boston. New Boston
Yeah.
building.
I woke up the
Bro, I
booze.
really need to update something because Kirby Air Rider's coming next month. So yeah.
And there's King Boo.
Oh boy. The greatest ghost ever.
The Grand Ghost.
I think Sonic villains are pretty good, I would say. I prefer the Mario villains because, I mean, obviously I'm a Mario fan, but, like, I think they're still pretty good. Same with Kirby villains. Actually, I would say Kirby villains are almost, like, on par with, like, Mario villains, in my opinion. And like I said in my recent video, I think they're handled better. Well, with how they actually appear in other games.
I just remembered the beta Pikmin trailer in this.
Okay, so,
Oh yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Monty the Gold. But yeah, it did have the Pikmin trailer. I think unfortunately they took it out in this version of Nintendo. Literally edited the ROM to remove the Pikmin trailer. Oh, Miyamoto is coming for whoever did that. Miyamoto is going to he's going to completely annihilate whoever made that decision. Like once Miyamoto finds out that something Pikmin related was removed from something.
A ROM in a really old game? We ever heard that before?
No, but I'm saying, do you know how like Miyamoto loves Pikmin? Like it is a bad idea to remove something from Pikmin from any Nintendo thing. Miyamoto's not gonna like it.
You mean remove Pikmin stuff from anything?
Yeah. Because they removed the Pikmin trailer from this NSO release of Luigi's Mansion. Why would they do that?
Boy.
Because they hate joy and whimsy. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo removed the Pikmin trailer. Okay, let's go back to the mansion.
Alright, so, yeah, anyways, I gotta get going because I just arrived in my workplace, so, yeah, maybe if this stream continues all the way to midnight, I may rejoin, but, if not, then I'll wait for the Kirby Air Riders release instead. So, yeah, thanks.
I mean, how Sonic villains are handled.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
you could have specified that,
Guess
because,
what?
like, if you say, like, the villain, I would obviously, like, prefer the ones that I like, but yeah, I would say Sonic villains, I would say for the same reason as Kirby, they're actually handled, I would say they're actually handled a little better than Mario, I would say. Like, because they are more, like, recurring.
Gonna be going next week.
Wait, what?
Guess where I'm gonna be going next week?
Where?
Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my stepdad is going to be taking me there to, I think, see his family or something. But yeah, we're going to be in Boston and Chicago next week.
So your version of Boston building would be Chicago building. You're gonna find like
Chicago Towers.
Chicago Towers.
Frosty Chicago. No, wait, Chicago Casino.
Yeah.
You got the Boston building and the Chicago Casino. While Luigi's working there.
Have you seen the article about? Oh yeah, yeah, with Mario like lasting 100 years. I mean, like I think it's possible. I mean, Mickey Mouse still exists like nearly 100 years later. So, and I feel like Mario kind of has like I, maybe like almost that level of cultural relevance, I would say. So, like literally like the most popular video game character. So I would, in sense, video games, I feel like will always be like a pretty like from like going forward will probably be a very like popular form of entertainment. Like it only continues to evolve over the years. So I definitely think that Mario will probably last that long. Maybe not in the form that we'd expect it to. It might be a lot different. But I do think like it still is gonna it still probably will be around. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in just a second. So,
Okay.
yeah, you can just read the chat for me. Doing that. Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Hello.
Oh, were you reading the chat, or were you just muted the whole time?
I was muted the entire time.
Oh, I thought you were gonna read the chat for me. Okay. Oh,
Sorry, I'm too busy at the moment. I'm still
It's
working on
okay.
animation.
it's okay.
But is Connor here?
No.
Okay then.
There we go. We got a do. Yeah, it kind of is like I don't really want to think about that. Nintendo guy, but like I hope we'll be able to experience the 100th anniversary of Mario, but I don't know. I it's just kind of like one of those like it's just something that I don't really want to think about.
The Mario, Super Mario is super
There
because
we
he's
go.
super because he's Mario. Is the Mario that is super.
Is Switch Online the PAL version of Luigi's Mansion? I don't know. I mean, like, I assume it would be the North American version because it shows the North American box art.
Yeah, but then again, Kablooey showed the Japanese box art despite it still being called Kablooey, so we can't really judge based on that.
Yeah. But I mean, that's Kablooey. This is Luigi's Mansion. This is or no, it's it's Boston Building. Nintendo published Boston Building. So and they made Boston Building. Kablooey
They
just
built the Boston building only for them to tear it down, and they give you 10 if you mess up.
yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I talked about that earlier, about the Pikmin trailer not being there. I'm guessing they, like, edited the ROM and just, like, removed the option. Did you read my message about
I live in a
Paper
house
Mario
full of
Sticker Star
demons.
Recut? Oh, I think I've seen that before, but I'm actually working on a mod of Sticker Star, called, Sticker Comet. That's actually doing, like,
Yeah,
a lot of... Yeah. I'm not sure if you heard, but it is, like, a pretty similar concept. Okay, there's another goo.
I am not alive, I'm in hell, please help me.
Let's see. I think it's because Nintendo guy. I think it's because they like sometimes the word, like a word can be like, even if it doesn't have like, even if it like couldn't be a bad thing at all, I think sometimes the internet just like twists the meaning of words so much that it just becomes like, it just kind of starts to have a negative connotation. Because I think, like, people turn fanboy from, like, something like, oh, yeah, it's just, like, a fan of something, into, like, just someone who, like, I don't know. Maybe, I think it's because, like, just over the years, there's been so many, like, bad fan bases. And I'm not talking about, like, just recently, but I'm just talking about, like, over the past, like, few decades, where fan bases are just kind of known, for being kind of weird like that. So it's like, I don't know. It's I think it's just kind of developed that over time. That's just kind of, honestly, just kind of how the internet is. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of a similar idea, but there are like a few different ways of going about like doing kind of a better version of Sticker Star. But let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Oh, you beat Kirby's Adventure on real hardware in 100%. That's really cool. I do have an actual copy of Kirby's Adventure. I haven't beaten that version of it, though. Yeah, I've beaten it on the 3DS and Switch Online. I still need to play through my, like, actual NES copy, though. Go. Yeah, Nightmare is like one of the, well, I wouldn't say the few, but like it's actually, it's a surprisingly good boss for the NES, I would say. Okay, let's see. There we go. And it's also really impressive, too.
I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the stream.
Okay.
See you, Reese. Stay for.
See ya. Thank you for
I
joining.
might come back.
Okay.
You're welcome.
One grabbed me while I was trying to get the other. There we go. Oh, that Flintstones game. Let me see. Granddad! There we go. Okay. Good. We'll light up the candles. Oh yeah, there's like one more that I didn't light up. There we go.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey.
Sorry, so wait for a bit.
Okay.
I was just watching the game.
There we go. Have you been playing the game too?
Yeah, I've been playing it a bit, yeah.
Yeah, where are you at so far?
I'm like, well, I didn't get, I loaded up Fortnite for a little bit, but then I kind of got in the beginning bit still.
Yeah.
So.
There we go.
It's awesome that we have this game. I had a feeling they were gonna bring it for October. Do you find that Nintendo overall, like, they're more consistent with just pushing out content, like, than we had in previous years? Like, I like how it's just like, oh, here's this new thing, oh, here's this new thing, right? Like, I like how here's GameCube games, and it's like, okay, and the next month here's the Super Nintendo stuff, or like here's a demo for this. Like, there's always a lot of stuff going on, which I like. I remember back in the day, sometimes, in the 2018, 2019, sometimes where it's like nothing would happen for an entire month. We'd be like just sitting there like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like even a bit 2020, 2021, where it's like just nothing happens at all. But I'm glad that Nintendo always has something going on. Like even if it's just like, new icons, at least we get stuff to do, right?
Hey, I got Mario's hat.
I'm excited that Kirby though is soon though. Kirby is very, very, very much on the horizon.
Yeah, I'm really hyped about Air Riders.
Is it just me or is I went to the Switch Online app on the Switch and it said this application's unavailable while undergoing maintenance. There's server maintenance going on. That's weird.
Go.
But I wonder when that Pikmin drop update will drop.
I know the Pikmin Bloom update is coming out on November 1st. So maybe then? Actually, well, no, that's a Saturday. So I don't know, honestly. Maybe it will be like,
That's such a weird thing. Like I was thinking about that
Yeah.
recently. Like that update should have came out the same year the game launched, or at least in 2024. But like late 2025. It's so weird. I mean, I'm glad that Nintendo does treat their games like they don't just move on. You know what I mean? Like how some companies they'll make a game
yeah,
and then they'll release a few patches and then okay, we're on to the next one. Bye. That game exists. It's gonna stay like that forever. You know, a few years pass, we're not interested in changing anything about it. But I like how Nintendo says, you know what, we're gonna go back and we're gonna improve some things. Maybe now that we have time to do those things. But I always thought that Pikmin 4 was gonna get some sort of improvements, but I'm surprised that those didn't happen within a year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like it's such a weird thing. Again, I don't mind it because at least we are getting improvements to an already good game that I wouldn't mind playing again. But I'm just hoping that we can get improvements on the, the Switch 2 version of the game, if that exists. I don't know.
I was trying to interact with something else because there is like a. There we go.
Do you think they would do a Switch 2 edition, or do you think they would go ahead and do just the upgrade and just announce that like free update on the same day that they launch that content? But then why wouldn't you just announce that with, I don't know. But I guess that's the thing. You can't lock a photo mode and
Yeah.
can't lock a photo mode and whatever else they're adding behind the Switch 2 edition, right? So maybe they're like, okay, we'll just add these improvements to the base game for everybody, and then later on we'll have a Switch 2 edition with upgrades. They could do that. They're probably
Yeah.
in no rush to make Pikmin 5 anyway, so they probably are thinking, let's just add some more content to Pikmin 4 and improve it for everyone. So we'll see what happens, I guess.
It's a little annoying when you try to interact with an object and then you end up going through a door instead. But that's just kind of like a little quirk. That's not really a issue.
But they announced some Resident Evil amiibos. They seem to be doing a lot for that game.
Yeah.
Big exclusive for Nintendo, so which is something that they don't really get too often. So it's nice to see that. Well, actually, it's not an exclusive, right? It's just like it's launching. Like it's a big third-party game that they're launching.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think it's exclusive, right? Isn't that just like the 9th game?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about a different game that's exclusive that they're making. Isn't it something else?
I'm not sure.
Or oh, that might be. I'm probably thinking about the one from Software they're making. But it is cool to see that. But I'm glad that amiibos are still something that Nintendo's very much focused on.
Yeah.
Do you find it weird though that the Mario Galaxy amiibos are coming out in April? Like I don't know. I find that weird.
Yeah, I do think that's a bit. Well, actually,
I do wonder if they were like
I think it's
last minute.
I think it's because of the movie. I just realized they're coming out like the week of the movie. At least when the movie's releasing in North America. So I think that might be why.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just find it so weird.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't think that.
Mm-hmm.
They would be. I thought that maybe they would. Well, but like at the same time, it's for the game. Like the game comes out on that day.
Well,
You lock that.
yeah.
I mean, you're not locking that content, but like.
Mhm.
I don't know. I find it weird. My guess is that they probably thought last minute to make those. They were like, "Oh, we can add amiibos for. Okay, we'll make amiibos. Do we? What amiibos? We'll figure that out later."
Yeah.
Maybe they thought of it last minute, which would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna get the Mario one though. It looks pretty cool. I know they're a bit expensive, but they are larger than a regular amiibo. I don't remember how expensive was the Detective Pikachu one. That was a big one too.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been like a little more expensive. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, Luigi's Mansion is already out. They usually when they announce a game for NSO, it comes out at 9 p.m. the day before. NSO had one of the biggest redemption arcs. It went from being a bad service to honestly a pretty fantastic deal considering the content we have now. Hopefully it gets even better. Yeah, I would say like NSO, like it's a pretty good deal. The only thing I have an issue with is the fact that they don't give you an option to purchase these games outright. I think like obviously, I mean, I know most people are just going to want to pay for the service. Like, I'm completely aware of that. Don't get me wrong, because I know that's usually an argument that I hear, that people, like, usually just get their worth out of the service anyway. But I do think, like, they should allow people to buy games individually if they want to. Just so, like,
Yeah.
because I do think there are some people who, like, not everyone, it is a small amount of people, of course, but
I
like
guess it's like you don't really own the games kind of idea, right?
And I do think like for people who don't want to buy the whole service and just want to play a certain game, there's also that, but like because I know most people are going to buy the service anyway, so I don't really think that would really be like an issue for Nintendo. So, but I do think the service.
I think the one thing I do like about it is that like for example, someone who has never played Chibi Robo, for example. They might say, you know, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to play it, right? So, to me, that's, I think, the best thing about it is that, you know, it's sort of, I guess in a way, like, it's a good way for people to explore, like, different games that they wouldn't rather play, or, like, that they wouldn't have thought of playing before. And I also think it gives Nintendo a chance to put games like, you know, Mario and Wario, and these are more obscure titles that people probably wouldn't pay individually for. You know, like, you know... I mean, people would pay for it, but people wouldn't pay for like the amount of games. Like people would probably like the average person would probably say, okay, you know, I'm gonna buy Mario World, I'm gonna buy Mario Kart, I'm gonna buy a few games here and there, right? The average person.
Hold on, I want to hear this real quick, because it's like a remix of the Super Mario Bros. Theme that like you. I think that's pretty cool. This little thing that it does. I think this character is pretty cool too. There we go. Okay. Who is in here somewhere? Hey, let me see. Yeah, and I think the version in this game especially is really cool. Like, just with how it, like... Okay, it's in here. With how, like, you could... Oh, it's just the fake one. But as it, like, progressively, like, kind of gets interesting with, like, more instruments.
Yeah, I like that part of the game with the music room.
Yeah.
And the aesthetic of that game is so, like, it's kind of like unsettling, but I don't know, it's such a unique vibe, you know?
Okay, yeah, I think it... I have to go back and... Yeah. There we go. But we
Even
found
the sound effects in that game and everything.
Yeah, but we found Harmon
so
Smith
cool.
here.
Are you gonna buy a robot? Are you gonna buy a Neo robot? Because those things are crazy. I don't know if you've seen those.
Yeah. So let me see.
Like they help you with chores and stuff.
Oh yeah, you have to suck up the food too. Okay. There we go. Suck up the food. Go. I don't know. I don't even think I had to suck up the food. I just kind of like I did it exactly at the time where it like I did it exactly at the time like where you like ate it. I don't know.
Couple bosses and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Luigi's Mansion 3 went
Oh,
back
crap.
to that kind of thing.
I'm about to die.
I do like Luigi's Mansion 2's stuff too. I think I know there's a lot of controversy at the time when that game came out, but I feel like that controversy doesn't really exist as much because we have 3, so makes me able to like appreciate the second one for its kind of own thing that it does.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you for the super chat.
I was watching a live stream today with Kiwi Talks, who has contacts with Retro Studios. According to him,
Interesting.
Prime 4 is Tananbe's last game. If true, that will interesting for the next Paper Mario.
Oh wow. Yeah, that is definitely pretty interesting there. That might possibly be the reason why Tanabe wasn't involved with the Thousand Year Door remake. Because like I mean, yeah, like a lot of people say like, oh yeah, Metroid Prime 4, but like it might also just be like if that's his last game, but like he might be like just kind of winding down in general, like with Wait, how far did I get sent back to? I don't even remember like where I am. Like I was just trying to do all the missions. Huh. Yeah, I think at this point, I think Paper Mario, like their producers now are mostly people from Intelligent Systems, like Risa Tabata and some of the others. That's I feel like at that point they're I feel like it kind of seems like they're replacing Tanabe at this point. And honestly, I don't think Tanabe is fully to blame for like the problems with modern Paper Mario. I think he was just complacent with it. Because I think he's definitely been involved with some very good games in the past. Like, I mean, Mother 3, for crying out loud, and, he was the director for Super Mario Bros. 2. He's worked on a lot of good games. I just think sometimes his philosophy for certain things can be a bit flawed with certain games.
Yeah. If they wanted to make Paper Mario into an action game instead of a RPG, because I guess that's what they felt was, you know, the best idea for the franchise.
Well, I think the
when,
thing that more people were kind of mad about for Tanabe was, like, the lack of original character designs. And, like I was saying, it's not fully him to blame. He was just kind of being complacent. Because I think it was mostly the like that. It was like the thing that the Mario games had before like the Switch era. It's like the character design. It's like the character design
Right.
supervisors. I think Paper Mario was just more strict. So, like, yeah, it's pretty interesting. But I don't...
And then
I
they
think,
made 3 Mario RPGs in 1 year.
Yeah. Now I feel like things are definitely more lenient with Paper Mario. I think we're definitely going to get, like, some more, like, creative Paper Mario games. Regardless of what gameplay style it has.
Yeah, I think they're gonna keep the same art style though. I think they're gonna keep the same art style of Thousand Year Door. I think they're gonna continue that.
Speaking of, it's sad how this generation might potentially be the last time we'll see most of Nintendo's iconic developers, since they're too old now and they aren't getting any younger every year. Yeah, I think Kit and Krista brought that up. I think it was them who talked about it, like about the fact that like a lot of the developers are getting older now.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that
I think I mean like
even if some of them leave, they'll probably give guidance and stuff.
I think there are a few developers that I do think will probably last like a little longer, like probably into the 2030s, like Sakurai. I definitely think like because he isn't that old. He's like and I feel like he'll probably want to develop games for quite a while, because I think that it's something he's really passionate about. So I feel like the next generation will definitely see like more Sakurai games, like definitely after like Air Riders and whatever next like Smash game will be next. Though I think Air Riders will be Sakurai's last Kirby game. I would say this kind of seems like this will be his like definitive Kirby game. I think like I feel like Sakurai's like later projects, like after this and potentially the next Smash, might be like more original stuff. Like maybe I mean, I guess this isn't like exactly original, but I do think we might get like another Kid Icarus game.
Yeah, I think that Sakurai definitely, there's lots of games that he wants to make as well.
Yeah.
I do wonder if they're gonna just get him to do the next Smash Bros. Very soon.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, where is it?
But I think like later in his career, we'll see like him do stuff like other than Smash Bros. And this is kind of like what we're seeing like next. So I'm hoping that he'll be able to like develop like a lot of like interesting games and things.
Yeah.
Go, got Mario's hat.
I mean, Kirby looks great. I mean, I'm very excited to play the game. At first, I was like, okay, it's gonna be a fun time, but as time has gone on, I'm like, this is, he's trying to make it the best game he can possibly make.
Yeah. Okay. really have to do much in here yet. Let's get that next portrait ghost to go in here.
I mean, next year should be pretty good. Looks like we're getting a lot of games, so... Do you think they'll do a direct in February, though? Or do you think they're just gonna...
I think they probably will.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff to announce,
Yeah.
whereas last year, they didn't really have stuff for us early on. Well, and we got a March direct, though, didn't we? Right?